What's going on, everybody? I've got a brand new batch of Christian rock and metal songs to react to today in this video, so stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss it. All right, well, I hope that you're having a beautiful day. If you're new to the channel, my name is Adam, and this is Sanctify Studios, where I like to create and examine content with a sanctifying and biblical perspective. And I typically like to focus on those artists who are being intentional about creating sanctifying content. So it ends up being a lot of Christian music. I myself have a Christian metal band called Classic Disaster, and because of that, typically the content here and what gets created here in the studio is going to lean more towards that Christian rock and metal genre. However, as we may find later in today's video, if I get there, we may be able to lean more into that CCM world, but typically it's going to be that Christian rock and metal. So if that's something that you're interested in hearing more of, maybe you're interested in finding some new Christian rock and metal bands, or you want to hear my commentary and just have some friendly discussion in the comments down below about Christian rock and metal bands that you already listen to, then you can do me a huge favor and you can do yourself a huge favor and go ahead and leave a thumbs up on this video, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell so that you will be notified when new videos arrive. And go ahead and let me know in the comments down below what you've been listening to lately. I said it in the last video, I have been going crazy over the new Memphis Mayfire song, Chaotic. One of my favorite songs. Was finally able to check out the Convictions songs, and so I'm definitely putting those on repeat. So let me know, what have you been listening to? And I did get some recommendations about songs I should check out in this video, but what I'll do is I'll just apply them to the future videos. I'm going to get my butt in this seat more often, I promise. I'm doing a lot of juggling lately, especially with my 7-month-old child, Joey. And, you know, just trying to get sleep where I can, trying to work out when I can, trying to do this when I can. And so I'm piecing it all together as best as I can. A lot of stuff happened in the last month. I mentioned it in the last video. My band had a show at Chain Reaction, and unfortunately in this studio, this is where all of our music equipment is that we use, like the in-ear stuff. I bring my pedal guitar for church on Sundays. That's where I come in and out of this studio to get equipment for that. And so, like, when this isn't a clean environment and there's just a bunch of cords and cables everywhere, it can be really difficult to sit my butt down here and do one of these videos. But everything is all organized now, and I feel like I can find a good rhythm to keep doing these videos. So again, I apologize for the amount of time that I keep having between these bouts of reactions, but I'm going to do it when I can. And if you see me go on a little bit of a hiatus, I'm just focusing on ministry, or focusing on family, or focusing on my health, trying to get more workouts in, just so I don't let my health go overboard. But just know that I am still going to always come back and keep trying to eat away at these new releases that have been coming out. And so let's go ahead and jump into these new releases. I want to make sure I don't forget these guys, so they're going to come in first. We are going to be looking at, let me see, I didn't set up the window. Here we go. All right, we are going to be checking out Saved by Skarlet and their brand new song, Creation in Crisis. Now, this was a whole EP that included 2 songs that I've already reacted to. So if you're new to listening to Saved by Skarlet, you can check out those 2 songs as well as this one that we're looking at today. But these guys are awesome. They're kind of up and coming. They've been in the game for a while, and they've worked with Andrew Stanton on some mix and mastering stuff. Their production is really good. And these guys are killing it with always being in the Christian Facebook forums and groups and stuff. They're always putting out their music. Whenever someone's like, hey, I really want to find some really good Christian metal stuff, they're always there recommending other really cool bands, and then also sharing their own music. And so these guys are on top of it. As a Christian metal artist myself, you know, and with my band, it's always encouraging to see other artists who are, you know, I don't like to call it a hustle, because we're not trying to like hustle anybody. We're just trying to get our music out there, you know, and share it with people. But it's cool to see other people on that journey as well. And Saved by Skarlet is a band that really seems like they are owning that journey and trusting God with that journey and just doing the best they can. So it's really, really cool. And so I'm excited to share this song with everybody. They've got a lyric video for this song. So let's go ahead and dive into it. Here is Creation in Crisis by Saved by Skarlet for their EP Creation and Crisis. All right. Already with some heavy riffs, some great guitar work. Sounds great.
It's that living isn't for the faint of heart. Peace will break into the cavity as we embark.
Nice.
All resist the world and its vices, and against the current of violence. No matter the night, no matter the cost, you gave your life with the world in your thoughts. The chasm
Great energy there for the chorus.
and we should have lost. You paid the price, pulled me out of the dark. This is creation in crisis.
Nice. Great contrast between some really clean vocals and some really awesome harsh vocals.
Everything will try to rule your heart. Reach out slowly, encapsulate the faith that sets apart.
Great moment here in the song. Love it.
All resist the enemy's devices, trials and sacrifices. No matter the night, no matter the cost, you gave your life with the world in your thoughts. The chasm was wide, and we should have lost. You paid
Talking about what Jesus did for us.
me out of the dark. This is creation in crisis.
Nice. Ooh. Really great guitar work there. I love when there's a really cool breakdown. And I love how they kind of release it with that solo there too.
No matter the cost, you gave your life with the world in your thoughts. No matter the night, no matter the cost, you gave your life with the world in your thoughts. The chasm was wide, and we should have lost. You paid the price, pulled me out of the dark. This is creation in crisis.
Woo! Oh, nice. Ooh. I love it when a band has fun with their riffs. Nice. I love it when a band has fun with their riffs. So you definitely saw that there. Really, really cool heavy riff there in the beginning with some really great guitar work. All throughout the song, you're hearing the mood kind of, the tempo and the dynamics change a little bit. You're going from the clean vocals to the harsh vocals. Really, really great stuff. And I've said this before, I'll say it again. These guys kind of remind me of We Came as Romans a little bit. I love that sound. And like the older We Came as Romans with Kyle Pavone. when he was still alive in the band. And you know, it's just really cool to get that nostalgic feel from a band. Really great riffs, really great catchy choruses, really great melodies all throughout, and then just a lot of fun with the guitar work, a lot of fun with the riffs, great production, great mixing. Yeah, it just all sounds really, really great. And the whole EP sounds that way. I really love how the whole EP is just really well crafted. If you listen to some of their old stuff, I think I made this note in the last song that I reacted to. I was listening to their discography because every once in a while, especially if I'm going out on a long run, I'll just decide to listen to a band's discography. Maybe if it's a 3 mile run, I might get through one album, or if it's a longer run, like a 6 mile run or 10 mile run, I'll try to listen to multiple albums and just get a really good feel for the bands. And I remember going on a run and listening to Saved by Skarlet and just thinking okay, you know, old songs, their production wasn't as good as these newer ones, but the songwriting was still there, still really, really catchy songs, very reminiscent of like old school Christian rock style. And it's really cool to see that, that heart being put into these songs. I grew up, you know, the wall behind me, I grew up in the Christian rock world and Christian rock and metal world. And so it's a huge influence on me and the songs that I write. And so it's really cool when you see that come out in other people's music as well. It just makes you feel like you're part of the same family, which we are. So it's really, really cool. Great job, you guys. Love it. Go support them. Again, they're up and coming, and they are going to be playing at the Capulet Fest. It's a great lineup. I've seen the poster for it. I don't live anywhere near there, but if you are in the area, you can go check them out. So make sure that you see them and that you follow them and that you support them. Saved by Skarlet. Awesome dudes. We are moving on, and okay, cool. So let's see if we get an ad. No, we do not. Awesome. Okay, so really cool, guys. We're going to be checking out this brand new band, brand spanking new, just came out yesterday. Heal the Hurt. And Heal the Hurt is actually with frontman Trevor Tyson, who, if you know him from Trevor Talks, he's got the podcast and the YouTube channel of Trevor Talks. He is a part of Transparent Media, and they do a lot of marketing for a lot of different Christian bands and speakers and all of that. He's involved with the Grizzly Awards. He's just everywhere. He is an advocate for heart support. That's Jake Lore's company, and I'm not sure if it's the company organization, just the support that they give for people who are struggling with suicidal thoughts or mental illness or anxiety, depression, whatever they need. There's someone there that they can talk to, and they've gathered a whole bunch of different icons from the not even just the Christian metal world, but even just the regular metalcore world, the mainstream metalcore world. He's just done a great job of bringing a lot of people together to help heal the hurt that is in the world, heal the hurt that people are feeling. So that is such an appropriate name for the band that he ends up being in and fronting. So, and funny story, I don't know if this is when it all started, but maybe it was a year ago. I saw that he said that this band started forming kind of in 2023. I don't know if there were plans before that or after. But I remember he posted some video of him screaming to a song, and guys, everybody was like, dude, why are you not in a band? That scream was amazing. And I don't know if that was the beginning of him just like feeling like he had the confidence to go and do it, or maybe he just had this in the back of his mind all along. But I hope that was affirmation, because he posted some video of him screaming to some song, and everybody, including myself, was like, dude, you killed it. Great scream. You need to be in a band. Why haven't you been in a band? You know, like, what the heck? Get this thing rolling. So I'm really, really glad that he finally did it, and that he's a part of this group, because he's got a great vocal voice for his screaming and all that stuff. So I'm really excited to hear it in this song. And we're going to be looking at the song Withering. And yeah, I'm excited to hear his heart, hear his vocals, hear the song. Let's check it out. Here is Withering by Heal the Hurt. A great way to start a song, too. Way to set the tone. So powerful. Man, that was crazy, dude. Such a great song. Such a great song. And I got to say, too, like, great video. Let's see. Directed by John F. Media. Is that what it says? Yeah. Just so good, you guys. One thing that really stands out is it really feels like there's a really big focus on the presentation of this song. You've got this beautiful setting. Obviously, someone's paying attention with the lighting, paying attention with the angles. You're creating this really great story. As the lead vocalist, you're showing all of the emotion, but then as this character in the song itself, you're just doing a great job of being true to what the message of the song is. And great acting, great execution, just overall really great. Really does a great job of just kind of bleeding out the emotion that you are feeling through the lyrics. And the song basically talking about, like, I'm going through all of these feelings, I'm going through all this stuff, and it's almost a cry for someone to feel what you're feeling or to care about how you're feeling. And it's saying, wither with me, wither with me. And then as it goes through the song, it gets to the end where you're saying, I won't be withering for long. And I think that there's a lot of hope in that. Let me read some of these lyrics really quick. So, you know, I got this kind of feeling too. The themes that are in this song really feel really similar to the themes that I've heard in Amongst the Giants, because I know Marco Pero, when he was writing for a lot of those songs, he was referencing his anxiety and referencing a lot of his depression and things he was going through. And I really feel that in this song as well. Frail and fragile, collapsing under the weight of this pale skin that I've grown to hate. So having this feeling of hating yourself, hating who you are, hating the skin that you're in, this constant state of agony. I can't save myself. There's no shame in letting go. Pop the pill. Just my darkness exposed. This weight, I can't bear to pick it up tonight. I don't want to be here alone. Wither with me, wither with me. Dead weight, I'm laying face down on the floor. Can't stand my reflection in the mirror at all. Wither with me. So it's really like a call for someone to just be here with me. Just be there. Just be present with me. This isn't really even asking for help. This isn't even really asking for someone to do anything other than just be there. And I think it's so important that when we know that there's people around us who are going through any sort of mental anxiety and distress and hurt and depression and anything that they're going through, and thoughts to end it, like that we are present with them, that we make sure and encourage them, of course, to share, encourage them to talk, encourage them to seek help, but more importantly, I really think just being there is so important. And I feel that in these lyrics, wither with me, like be here with me as I'm feeling this way. And then with those lyrics, I won't be withering for long. So it's almost like I'm going to feel this way. I'm going to feel these emotions. I'm going to be hurting, but I won't be hurting forever. So just please be here with me while I'm hurting, because I won't be hurting forever. You don't need to try to save me from it. You don't need to try to heal me. You don't have to try to protect me. I'll just be here with me. And I think that we as human beings, we have to do that for each other. The nausea and starvation spun a noose, enamored, suffering, agony, I'm seduced. The hunger for pain breeds those dark, frail nights, feeling fight or flight. Vibrant dreams veiled in despair, living in fear, depression fills the air, only to wake up and recount the days and endless nights with no hope to survive. My emotions fade and the darkness takes hold, no hope, no sorrow, just my hell exposed. Welcome to the darkness, this ever-present death that looms. The sun seems further while the shadows paint the room. Just really, really great poetic lyricism here. And I know I say this a lot, that I'm not the kind of guy who has been connecting lately with metaphorical writing. The story theme kind of stuff. Too much metaphor for me has kind of left me in a place where I don't really feel like I connect with it as much as I used to when I was growing up, listening to a lot of like the emo metal kind of stuff. But this is different, you guys. Like these are things that we would say. These are things that when you are in this place of hurt, you're just like, yeah, welcome to this darkness, ever-present death that looms, and the sun seems further while shadows paint we feel this way when we are withering. Withering, great word to express how someone feels when they're experiencing all of these emotions. This is poetic. It's metaphoric. It's a beautiful description of the despair that we feel in those moments. And so, like, I just want to clarify for anyone who's been like, Adam, you don't tend to like metaphorical stuff. This is different. This is like stuff we would say in a conversation with someone. Like, how do you feel? I feel like this. I feel like these things. So yeah, the weight, I can't bear to pick it up tonight. I don't want to be here alone. Yeah, great lyrics here. Dead weight, I'm laying face down on the floor. I can't stand my reflection in the mirror at all. So I won't be withering for long. I won't be withering. It's just this admission, a confession that this is just how I feel, and I promise I won't feel this forever. I just need you to be here with me. Great message, great song, and so like Trevor Tyson, who's just kind of shown that he's he's been there for not just the Christian rock and metal community, but he's been there for anyone who is hurting. Really, anyone who he comes in contact with. He just seems like such an awesome dude, who has seemingly devoted his life to just reaching people for the sake of hope. And if he can help in a way that leads people to Christ, great. If he's reaching out and I really feel like this is his heart, if he's reaching out and maybe he knows someone's not going to be, seeking God or seeking Christ, they're not trying to seek salvation in Christ. If he can at least offer them a little hope to keep living another day, if he can offer some hope for them to still value their own life and at least know that there are people out there who believe in a God that wants to save them and give them eternal life and give them salvation, and that those people want him to live another day. Those people want her to live another day. They want you to live another day and to make it through these phases of withering, these trials of withering that you may be feeling, these waves of withering that you may be feeling. That is who I feel like Trevor Tyson is, and it's so awesome to see this manifested in a metalcore band and in this song. So really great job, dude. I'm excited for the future of this project, and just keep it up, man. And I think big things are in your future, man. Even bigger things. You're already doing so many things. I think God's just using you in so many awesome ways, and he's going to continue to use you through this. So awesome job, dude. All right, we are moving on to another awesome dude. Nate Parrish, and another non-ad. Awesome. I was getting ads like every single video in the last one, and now I'm getting no ads, so that's pretty cool. Nate Parrish, there he is, and he's come out with a new song called "I'm All Right," and I reacted to his last song. Really great work. Production is awesome. He's been working with Josiah Prince. He just got signed to a new record label. And I love that it seems like there's a bit more confidence with these songs. And that's awesome to see, because Nate's an awesome dude. I think that God has put so much on his heart, that God has led him into and through so many things, and that God's going to continue to use him in great big ways. So I'm really excited to hear this song. And I'm excited that it's starting off like this. We having coffee together, Nate? Are we just having a good time together right here? All right. Are you all right? I'm all right. All right, let's jump into this. Here is "I'm All Right" by Nate Parrish. Beautiful guitars. I love that we're seeing Nate a little bit more in this video. Really cool.
It's been a decade since you went away. Thought I might fill you in. So much has changed. Last you saw me, we were struggling to survive. But God was faithful and we're doing fine. I know you're worried about me leaning on this guitar. I think you'd be proud of me, man. I took it pretty far. This world had brought you to my knees. I'm proud to say now I'm standing on my feet. Still believe what I wanna believe. I got a one-way ticket and my heart on my sleeve.
Man.
It's not the way that I want it to be, but I still got everything I could ever need. Still walk that straighter road, but it's narrow. Still talk that crazy talk, but it's hollow. Still fight the good fight. Still get more wrong than I get right. These days have longer nights, though I'm still trying to be that light. And those things you taught me and living in. Well, these are the reasons I'm standing here. Still believe
Nate, this is a really beautiful song, man. Um, yeah, for those of you that don't know, Nate Parrish lost his father, and I got a chance to hear Nate play a song called "Things My Father Taught Me" at an acoustic show, and it got emotional, and I can't even imagine the emotions and the pain and the waves of grief that come with that. Um, and it's so beautiful, man, to see this song come out, and it looks like it's a conversation between Nate and his father, and they're just enjoying coffee and catching up, and it's just even such a beautiful kind of idea, ooh, that's deep, man. And it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful to see that the way that he's conversating with his father and saying that I know you didn't like me leaning on this guitar, we're worried about it, but I'm all right, and just like assuring his father that I'm all right. This is the kind of stuff that you would say if you're visiting a family member at a cemetery and you just want to talk, um, talking about how God is faithful. It's crazy. It's crazy being a father. And I had this thought with my wife, just realizing that I'm not going to be able to see my son grow old. Oh. And I'm probably like it's a really, I don't recommend thinking these thoughts out through, especially not at 1 a.m. But just realizing that I'm not going to be able to see Joey grow old, and that he's going to live this life that I won't be able to watch over and see, and I'll be in heaven while he's dealing with his own son or daughter, his own life, and how badly I wish I could be there with him just always, and and knowing that there's going to be time in between that I'm going to miss out on. I can only imagine being on the other side of that and feeling like there's been time in between the passing of a father and life that happens afterwards, and just feeling like we miss you and we wish you were here. And my son found a picture of you, and he somehow knew, like just wanting there to be some honor to the memory in that time that's passed. And the beautiful thing is that, with family that's in heaven, that we know that they see. And I feel like that feeling's there with Nate, is like Nate knows that, hey, look, I'm all right. It almost feels like the Switchfoot song, Don't Be There, I recently, I don't want to say recently, like a year ago, listened to that Switchfoot song, Don't Be There, and listened to it with the perspective of what the original meaning was. Like when we come back to this place, like, don't be there, go do your thing, like, and it's kind of like that. It's that same kind of feeling, like, hey, look, I'm all right. I hope you're enjoying heaven. I hope that you're enjoying being in the presence of God, and we miss you, but we're doing our life, and we miss you and we wish you were here. But hey, you did a good job. I think you'd be proud. Says that in the song here. I think you would be proud. I'm doing all right. I've taken the things that you've taught me, and I'm doing all right. And I just think that's such a beautiful, beautiful message. Yeah, great song, man. Just great. There's some songs that just really pierce you, and this definitely is one of those songs. And I feel like this is a song that can get to multiple people. I think, for sure, I'm thinking of my father and thinking of, like, I want to make sure that he knows that I love him, and that I appreciate the things that he's taught me. And when you have a song that just is reflective like this, It gets the people who have lost their fathers. It gets the people who have sons. It gets the people that still have their fathers and want to cherish those moments. And just, it's a beautiful, just impactful song. Great job with this, man. I know you said you were nervous about the song coming out, but dude, this is such a great song. I'm still so excited for the rest of the album and excited to check it out. So man, good job. Imagery here, we've got the barbed wire and the hands with the thumbs up. I think that's just a call to, let me look at the full picture here. I think that's just a call to, you know, my life hasn't been perfect. My life hasn't been perfect. I've got some wounds, putting band-aids over it. I'm still moving forward. I'm still the same person I used to be. Still love punk rock, right? So still painting the nails black. Maybe the tape is for calluses or something like that. And barbed wire with the cross on it. Like, my faith isn't going anywhere. You know, I don't know if that's the message, but my faith isn't going anywhere. And I'm still drowning in this life. Still I'm still kind of doing life, you know, and it's not easy, but I'm good, you know, thumbs up. I'm still in it and waiting to get pulled out the day that Christ calls me home, right? And we get to be in heaven, and Nate gets to join his father and be in heaven with his father. I feel like that's kind of the imagery here with this with this beat up thumbs up we got here going on. And it's just beautiful imagery, beautiful song. Great job, man. I love it. And to change the tone just a little bit, I love videos that are in homes like this, and I should go back, actually. I'm going to go back to Trevor Tyson's video real quick because I wanted to check something. I forgot to do it before, but you learn so much about someone by the home videos and stuff. Like, Nate drinks his coffee black. I don't know if he really does, but Nate drinks his coffee black, at least in the video. And then we've got this espresso machine here. So obviously Nate might drink his coffee black, but he likes it to taste good. He likes it to be strong. So, you know, little fun things like that. I'm going to actually go back to Withering real quick, cause I wanted to check something out. This will be a pause, a little interlude between songs here. So we've got these images, right, of him in the house. We've got him walking around, and then we got this bathroom scene, right? I want to see if Trevor Tyson is a toilet paper roll over or toilet paper roll under kind of guy. So let's see. Let me see if I can go to the scene. I'm sorry I'm wasting time with this, you guys. Here we go. It's right here. I just want to see. Okay. That looks like it's an over. That looks like it's an over, right? Right? Is that an over? Is Trevor Tyson over? It looks like they rented this. This looks like an Airbnb, to be honest, right? It looks like an Airbnb, and they rented it out because it's a great location, and that toilet paper doesn't even look used. It looks like someone folded it to be like, hey, it's a fresh new toilet paper roll, right? Maybe. But it looks like it's an over. So comment below. Comment below if you approve or if you disapprove. Are you an over, the toilet paper over, or are you a toilet paper under? This is really important stuff, guys. This could split a church, to be honest. But anyways, we're going to move on to the next song. Okay. Next one is going to be the brand new Confessions of a Traitor song called Hail Mary. And Confessions of a Traitor, Christian band, or at least I'm pretty sure. So with a message like Hail Mary, I doubt that it's Hail Mary, Mother of, it's the Catholic prayer. I'm sure it's more of like a Hail Mary in football terms, like this is my last Hail Mary. So let's check it out. Let's find out. And it's featuring Convictions. Okay, cool. I didn't even know that. So featuring Convictions. So cool. I'll make sure to note that both of them are on this. So let's check it out. Here's Confessions of a Traitor featuring Convictions with their song Hail Mary.
Hail Mary, full of grace, I must reject your embrace.
aggressive stuff here.
I've been abused in the house of God.
Man.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. With the pain I carry, I don't feel seen.
Oof. All right. Okay, so it wasn't the football Hail Mary, no worries. So we're getting some really Catholic Church kind of imagery here. We got the confessional, we've got these curtains, we've got the sacraments there, this priest figure. But I want to look at these lyrics though, because if there are lyrics, please let there be lyrics. Yes, we got some lyrics. Awesome. So, because it does seem like what they're doing is kind of giving a critique on the church, especially with that line with the awesome accent, by the way, that I've been abused in the church. And that prayer, right? Hail Mary, full of grace. And it even says right here, like, Hail Mary, full of grace, I must reject your embrace. Oof, man. So like, yeah, it seems like this is a critique on the church. So let's read these lyrics real quick, because really powerful message if it is what I think it is. Hail Mary, full of grace, I must reject your embrace. In shadows of... Hear this out. Like, this is the confession. So really cool. Let's read this with the perspective of it being in a confession, because that's kind of what the image is in the video, right? So like, he's talking to Mary. He's praying to Mary, and let's just say praying to Mary is praying to the priest, or praying to the Catholic Church, or praying to the church in general. Let's just say it's praying to whoever the authority is in this church, and being honest about how he feels about the current state of where he's at with the church. So, Hail Mary, full of grace, I must reject your embrace. I have to reject your embrace. In shadows of stained glass, I knelt to pray, lost in a world where innocence is the price to pay. The body count rises all before his eyes. You protect yourself with God's name. With these crooked lies you proclaim. Do you have no shame? Hail Mary, full of grace, I must reject your embrace. I loathe guilt you make me feel inside. There's no salvation your prayer provides. Whoa. Man. Hail Mary, full of grace, these prayers cannot erase the guilt, the shame, the wounds sustained. There's no salvation from this pain. Man, oof. How can I still believe with the pain that I carry? I don't feel seen. For the guilt I feel, I'm condemned beneath the guillotine. I still believe with the shame I carry, I don't feel seen. For the hate I feel, my silence lays the path to hell. My silence lays the path to hell. So let me unpack just this part really quick. So, and actually, wait 1 second. A veil of silence shrouding the crime. My innocence taken. I must speak up this. Okay, so yeah. So the curtains, right, in the video. I'll scroll up real quick so you can see. The curtains that we see in the video, we're seeing these hands that are reaching out, these hands that seemingly are reaching out for help. When there is abuse that happens in the church and nobody says anything, the only thing you're doing is ensuring that more people are going to be abused in the future. That the person who is doing the abusing is going to get away with it and continue doing it. So, so that seems to be a big part of this message in the song. So, and he's saying here, how can I still believe when this place that is supposed to be talking about faith, this place that's supposed to be God's home, this, the place where we're coming to worship, and it ends up being this place of abuse and this place of pain and of guilt and of shame. How can I still believe in this God? And there's a resolve there that, hey, I do still believe, but it's with this shame now that I'm getting from this church. And by not saying anything, I'm only laying down the path to hell for these other people who are going to end up suffering from the same thing. So here we're getting a new resolve here. A veil of silence shrouding the crime, my innocence taken. I must speak up this time. I've been abused in the house of God. Abused in the house of God. Don't abandon me, God. It's not my fault. Man, oof. This is a deep video, you guys. Abused in the house of God. Don't abandon me, God. It's not my fault. And then we go back to this. How can I still believe with the pain that I carry? I don't feel seen for the guilt I feel. I'm condemned beneath the guillotine. I still believe with the shame I carry. I don't feel seen for the hate I feel. My silence lays a path to hell. And then we get that spoken part. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now at the hour of our death. Amen. And I feel like that's kind of like a, I'll say the prayer, that's what I was told to do. And so I'll go ahead and say it. But it doesn't mean anything. We already established earlier in the song, your prayer brings no salvation from this pain. And so it's like, I'll say the words because that's what I've been told to do. And it almost brings this drama to the song. And then we go to the end of evil has touched my life, a depth of pain no one can fathom, with the past none can erase. Are you still my saving grace? How can I still believe with the pain I carry? I don't feel seen for the guilt. So we go back into that chorus, and then Hail Mary, full of grace. I must reject your embrace. I pray for your sinners now at the hour of their death. Oof. Man, calling out the church in general. I don't want to pick on, the Catholic Church. And, even though that's not a doctrine that I believe, is the right doctrine, I do want to make clear that this is something that happens, in every church, and not every church. I don't want to say that it happens in every denomination, that there are sinful churches where, maybe it's not the system in place like the Catholic Church, but there are people in authority who abuse that authority. There are people who force you to, just like their last song, Fatal Frame, right? They force you to meet these expectations that are not expectations that God has ever placed on you, that the Bible places on you, that Jesus places on you. They're just expectations made from man and made to manipulate and made for you to fall. into their perfect system. And sometimes it's just out of pride, sometimes it's out of legalism, and sometimes it's out of manipulation to abuse you in a sinful act. And that's the kind of image we're getting here with this song, is that you've got these hands that are reaching out for help behind the curtains, outward, out to the world. People see the priests and you see the smoke and you see the confession, but they're not seeing what's happening behind the curtains. They're not seeing the people reaching out for help, and they're not seeing the pain and the guilt and the shame. And these adults who end up growing out of these churches, who hold in all of that pain and guilt and shame, who hold it all in and hide it because of their shame with it, because of their guilt. And it ends up only paving the way for more and more people to be abused in the future. And so we got to speak up, you guys. We have to make sure that we don't stand for that kind of abuse, that we don't stand for that kind of abuse for ourselves, for the people that we know and love. We need to be able to talk to our families. We need to be able to seek help, because it's just a cancer that's within every kind of every kind of institution, every kind of organized system. And there's people out there who say, like, well, that's why I don't believe in organized religion. And it's like, well, if you agree with other people on a religion and a way of living, and you agree maybe that the Bible is what it says that it is, and you want to organize and get together and believe it together, then you're going to end up being an organized religion. So I don't see anything wrong with having an organized religion, as long as it's organized by what the Bible actually says, and not organized by manipulative measures that are not what the Bible teaches. So yeah, I just want to clarify that real quick. But yeah, guys, really great topic, really, really great song, great team up, Confessions of a Traitor and Convictions. Definitely excited for more coming from you guys. All right, we are moving on to the next song, and it looks like we are checking out Subway. Which, hey guys, the $5 footlong turned into a $6 footlong, didn't it? Isn't that crazy? At least in California. Guys, we are drowning in inflation over here. It is bad. Okay, so next song is going to be Manafest, Learning How to Be Human. Guys, I loved Manafest's album, I Run With Wolves. JR from Spoken did the guitar work on a lot of those songs, if not all of them, and it just had a really, really great feel. I don't think he did the guitar work for this album. I could be wrong, but I know Manafest likes to work with different people, so it could be somebody different. But Manafest is awesome. He's written some really, really great songs. I love the direction that he's been going in. And honestly, like even when he's going in a direction, he's still kind of doing 3 different genres and styles. So like he's always doing new stuff all the time. So it's awesome. It's encouraging. And I'm excited to check this out. So let's check out Manafest's new song, Learning How to Be Human. All right.
I got too much energy. Talk, don't just stare at me. Praying for my enemies. Fall into destiny. Living out a legacy. Trying to be a better me. I've got feelings. From dusk till dawn, there's a battle going on. I've got secrets. I've been wrong and right. It's a war for my life. Lead me on the way. Oh, look how far I've come. I'm out of the room. The music shattered and wounded, tired of losing. Lead me on the way. Oh, look how far I've come. Running out of my excuses. Based on illusion, covered in bruises, learning how to be human.
Nice. Solid chorus. I love this nu metal vibe. Nice. I like that. Nice.
From dusk till dawn, there's a battle going on. I've been wrong and right, it's a war for my life.
Nice.
I'm out of the room with lost in the music, shattered and wounded, tired of losing. Leave me on the way, look out for I've come. Running out of my excuses, based on illusion, covered in bruises, learning how to be a human.
I like it. I like it. So good. This is totally the kind of music I have grown up on, and you know, this is always the music I always go back to. You know, it's that mixed vibe of rock and rap, you know, new metal-y kind of vibe, and I love that there's this modern flavor to it now. You hear it with the heavier guitars, right? Probably down-tuned. I can't tell you what it is right now. I'd have to pull out a guitar and see, but definitely sounds like it's a lower tuning. A lot more synth, you know, added to the mix. Some production, little cool pauses, and you know what was in there. And it just sounds so cool. Definitely my favorite version of Manafest lately. Like, this is the kind of style that I Run With Wolves kind of had as well, and I love that. So I love that he's still doing that, because it's so far it's been my favorite version of Manafest. Really great chorus too, by the way. I really resonate with the lyrics. Let me see if he's got the lyrics down here. It does not look like it does. That's totally cool. It sounds like he's saying oops. Let me go back. There we go. It sounds like he's saying, I've got feelings. My thoughts are going from dusk to dawn, and I've got secrets. And I'm learning how to be human. I'm going through all of these different things and trying to stay strong with loving my enemies and stuff like that. Like, it's some really great lyrics that it almost sounds like he's saying three things. One is, I've got these struggles. Two, I've got these things that I'm anchoring myself with. And three, like, look, I'm going through feelings. I'm going through the wrestling, right? Especially from the video. I'm going through this fight within me. A fight in my head. That's what he says. A fight in my head going on from dusk to dawn. But it's all a part of learning how to be human. It's all a part of this journey that we're all on as human beings. And I really resonate with that because, like, you know, I'm here doing this video. It's almost 1:30 a.m. My wife is asleep right now. There are so many things. Like, obviously, I'm thinking about these songs. There's so many things that these songs kind of inspire me to think about once I'm done with these videos, and I'll pray and I'll ponder, or I'll even think of old songs that these songs remind me of, and I'll go and listen to those. And it's this like never ending, you know, cycle of thoughts that continue to get put on me. And sometimes it can feel overwhelming at times because those thoughts and those emotions can pile up and pile up and pile up. And it's really hard to talk about those emotions to anybody. You know, it's hard to be able to talk about all those things to anybody, especially, you know, the last video I was talking about how there's a little bit of chaos, with always being spread thin and doing different things. And sometimes that chaos is a good thing because it helps you to not wrap your identity in anything too much. And it allows God to just kind of use you where he wants to use you. But the flip side of that is that when there's a lot of chaos, there's a lot that can be on your mind. There's a lot that can be on your heart, and you don't really get to share it because you're moving on to the next thing. And those thoughts and those feelings and those emotions and the secrets, they do end up becoming kind of like secrets because you end up not telling anybody about them because you're moving on to the next thing. That's kind of how it can feel sometimes. And there's no way in the world that I could take all of the thoughts that go on in my head and just share them with someone. Like, there's just no way. There's nobody for each and every one of us. There's nobody who can catch up with the amount of thoughts that I can have and still keep that sharing within a reasonable time, right? Even if you go to a therapist, right? Even if you go to a counselor, even if you go to some friend or whatever, that's an hour, maybe 2 hours. Are you going to be able to share all the thoughts that you've had in the last 24 hours or the last week with someone in 2 hours? Probably not. And you're still going to want to, work, and you're still going to want to do your hobbies and relax and work out and do stuff. There's no way that you could share every single thought, and that's okay. Like, that is okay. And I do think you should still, if you need therapy, go get therapy. If you need to talk to a counselor, still go talk to a counselor. Like, all that stuff is really, really good. So I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying there's no way for you to be able to share those things. And that's why it's so important. Okay. That's why it's so important to pray to the one who already knows all of those thoughts, to pray to the one who already knows all of those emotions. God knows. You don't even have to explain it to him. He just knows. I think that's such a beautiful thing. There are things that you definitely want to bounce things off of with your spouse and with your counselor and with your therapist and with your pastor and your church and your family and your friends and all of that stuff, right? But I think that for those things that you shouldn't keep anything from your spouse. You shouldn't keep anything from people. Like, I'm not saying to do that, but there's things that you end up not sharing because they're like mundane things. Like, I'm probably not going to talk to my wife about the songs maybe of my selection for this batch, right? Like, there might be one of the songs that I'll be like, oh, hey, you remember Convictions? We went to go see them. Like, they've got a new song. Let's check it out, right? I don't share all of that, right? Because there's no time. We're dealing with Joey. We're trying to do life, and all of that stuff, right? It's so important that you pray to the one who already knows, and you can be in that constant communication with God, with knowing that he already knows, and he will be your ultimate hope and satisfaction and peace and relief and haven from being overwhelmed, from being overrun with this whole journey of learning how to be human. God will use your wife and your husband, if you're a girl, use your friends, he'll use your family, he'll use your pastor, he'll use your church, he'll use all of those things in your life for sure. So that you're not hearing me say don't go to those people or don't go to those things. He will use those things for sure, but ultimately he is our ultimate haven. He is our refuge. He is the one that we run to and know that he will satisfy. He will be enough. We lean on his understanding to give us peace, not anyone else's, not anything else around us. So yeah, that made me think of that while listening to this song. Like, all these things we fight through and we struggle with, and we've got these feelings and we've got these secrets, we've got these things that it's just impossible to be able to share with anybody. But it's all a part of learning how to be human, and I'm going to give it to God, and I'm going to make sure I stay in prayer with him, and I know that he's in my corner, and I'm going to try to stay faithful to him and do what the Bible says and live my life in a way that honors and glorifies him. That's what I am getting from this kind of a song. So Love it. Manafest, great job with this song. I'm excited for more. I think there's another release that you had. I'll make sure to throw that in the mix because I love this. I love this direction that you're going in, man. Really cool. Okay, I got time for one more. We're gonna do one more song, and guys, I cannot believe the amount of controversy this song has created. Is this Arby's? Is this really Arby's sandwiches? Is that what it is? It is Arby's. Wow, that's funny. They were saving all the commercials for the end. By the way, guys, I'm not editing these videos anymore because I want to make sure I get to do them. And, you know, with Joey and everything, splicing out all this stuff is just so much time. So I'm not editing these videos. You're getting raw from the start to the finish. Okay. So just so you know, I'm not intentionally, trying to have the ads up and all that stuff. But if they come up, they come up. If not, it's a blessing. But on to the next song. We are looking at For King+Country and LECRAE and Michael Sweet and STRYPER for this hugely controversial song, the Rise version of To Hell with the Devil. So controversial because I really think it's nothing like the original song. I think that's what everyone's kind of upset about, which is so weird because it's not going to be like the original song was the original song. It's a remix or a new reimagined version of the song. I'm sure it's not even anything like the song. It probably just has like a little soundbite of it. But it was so crazy when the song came out and everyone was like, yeah, I'll stick with the original, or like, I need to go listen to some STRYPER to wash that out of my ears. And like, but there's so much hate for this song. So, I'm listening to it with open ears, open heart. I love especially the old school LECRAE stuff. For King+Country, not too familiar with their stuff. STRYPER, I've heard a lot here and there. I feel like I'm an unbiased opinion here because I don't really listen to any of these guys on a regular basis, and so it'll be cool to hear it with my ears and give my feedback. So here we go. Here is To Hell with the Devil, Rise, featuring LECRAE and STRYPER by For King+Country. Let's check it out.
I got some battles, I got some issues, I got some problems, I got some trauma, I do. Been through the fire, been through the drama, I got some enemies, can't even see them and they wanna hurt me, but God is a friend of me. I call him Father, he's giving me purpose, he's giving me therapy, plus he gon' carry me. Evil was scaring me, trying to put fear in me, feel like the planet was running to heresy, clutching for meaning in darkness and perishing. You can embarrass me, kill me and bury me, but I know all of it's just temporarily. Bring on the haters and doubters and Pharisees, I know the spirit within me's preparing me.
Rise, reach up for the sky. Your wings were made to fly. This is your time to rise. There's fire in your eyes. You're heaven in disguise.
Sounds good so far.
Let this be a battle cry. To hell with the devil. To hell with the devil.
No fear, I got some fire inside of my bones. Blood is the kerosene, I'm in my zone. Peace to the demons that leave me alone. They want the body but can't get the soul. Trust in the Father and give him control. Say they won't smoke, he gon' get it for show. Live by the lake in a fiery home. My peace can't be shook. No, I got a joy that can't be took. I read the end of the story where God get the glory. The enemy, not a good look. Faced all the battles, we ended with scars. Still we be living amongst all the stars. Heaven and earth come together forever and ever. The angels are singing the chorus.
Rise, reach up for the sky. Your wings were made to fly. This is your time to rise. There's fire in your eyes. You're heaven in disguise. Let this be a battle cry. To hell with the devil. To hell with the devil.
that beat. Strings coming in.
That scared me. I was nervous. Is that supposed to happen?
Oh man, that's pretty cool. It's honestly a lot shorter than I thought it would be. 2 minutes and 23 seconds. That's way too short. This could have been way longer. Yeah, guys, I liked it. Sorry. You know what my first thoughts were? I have actually been listening to some of the LECRAE podcasts, or whatever you want to call it, his YouTube channel, the Deep End. LECRAE admittedly fell off from the narrow path. I think he has admitted that, as much in his videos, and he's still not perfect, right? Like none of us are, but he's way more vocal about kind of where he's been, why he's been there, and where he is now. And it's been really great to hear him talk about that and talk about his journey and kind of understand him a little better, because you'll get his side of the story and not just what everybody says online and like, oh, he's a sellout, and oh, he's left the faith, and oh, like, oh, he was a bait and switch. And it's good to actually get the perspective from the actual person always, so that you can hear them out. And he just goes into great depth. He does a great job of making sure that you are walking step by step with him in his journey of all the topics that he talks about. So I've been listening to a lot of that, and it's crazy to me that so many people want the old LECRAE back, right? They want the old school, don't want to waste my life LECRAE back, right? And like, here he is, you guys. Like, this is lyrics from LECRAE here are totally don't want to waste my life kind of LECRAE, like spitting biblical lyrics and encouragement, and he's referencing, I got a joy that can't be took, like it's the Bible with some attitude, biblical lyrics there, and it's great. That is that kind of LECRAE, and he's back, and then everybody ends up hating on the song, or at least it seemed like the Christian metal forums and Christian metal community was hating on him for that. So I'm happy that that's in there. He looks like he's having fun. What you don't want to happen, okay? What you don't want to happen is for, you don't want for him to do that and then just get slapped in the face with all this drama now that he's starting to do lyrics like that again, because that's just going to turn him off from doing it again anyways. It's like, man, the Christian hip hop community was getting on me for that. Now the STRYPER metal fan community is getting on me for this. Like, it just kind of sucks if that's the case, And then for King+Country, definitely brought their musical talent. You could tell in the music, there's a lot of layers there. We've got the synths, the beats, the strings, the epicness there. A really big epic sound in the video here. You got the whole kind of storm look going on here. So I think they did a good job. It was enjoyable. It was fun. I thought there was a Michael Sweet version. I heard that he did like some sort of solo for it. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Let me see. I was looking this up earlier. And then let me look up Michael Sweet, because I thought Michael Sweet had a little... This video... Okay, well, this video is 3 minutes and 30 seconds long, so it's a minute longer. Let's see if that's the one. I just really want to hear that. I thought he came in with the solo, so let me double check this.
I got some enemies, can't Can't even see him and they wanna hurt me. But God is a friend of me. I call him Father, he's giving me purpose, he's giving me therapy.
look at
Plus,
these
he's scaring
lyrics.
me. Evil was scaring me, trying to put fear in me. Feel like the planet was running to heresy. Clutching for meaning in darkness and perishing. You can embarrass me, kill me and bury me. But I know all of it's just temporarily. Bring on the haters and not as the Pharisees. I know the spirit within me's preparing me.
Rise,
That's great.
reach up for the sky. You
Okay.
Yeah, no fear. Never and ever.
in the skies. Let this be a battle cry. Till hell with your battle cry. Till hell with the devil. Till hell with the devil.
Well, I guess no solo.
Let this be a battle cry.
Okay. Oh, there it is. Nice. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I just wanted to hear that because I heard that was in there. Yeah, why was it not? It wasn't in that one. That's just kind of weird, right? It just wasn't in there. It was the ad for the Unsung Hero movie, right? Yeah, weird. So weird. Okay, well, that was maybe a mistake, a marketing mistake there on their part. I feel like if you're going to put marketing for your movie, probably should put it in the same video that Michael Sweet is in. Could have put it all together. You know what? I'm going to say this too, guys. We need to make this a normal thing. Do the music video, right? Have the people there, right? Have them there. There's so much screen here. Put the lyrics there too. Put the lyrics there too. We tried to do that with our band, Classic Disaster. I feel like it worked out okay. We were limited a little bit on quality, but Spoken has done that before. I just saw another video where they did that. Like, you know, like we know who you are, and you know what? Nate Parrish did that too. Nate Parrish put up the lyrics and did a video. Like, I feel like nowadays it's so important to have the lyrics up on the screen with you. And for use as well for live shows, because you can always kind of put this in your live show and then have the lyrics up there as well. And it just kind of creates this awesome visual as well. So I just feel like we should normalize putting music videos and lyric videos together. That way we're not in this predicament where it's like, oh, there's two videos and then one's the lyric video, one's a music video. And then one of them has an extended Michael Sweet solo, and, you know, yeah. So that's just my 2 cents, and you can take it or leave it, but that's it. So yeah, guys, solid batch of songs here. As far as the lyrics for that one, I want to say STRYPER was kind of controversial for saying "to hell with the devil." Everyone's screaming "highway to hell," and then they're screaming "to hell with the devil," and I don't know if it was that controversial. I feel like STRYPER was just totally controversial themselves anyways. But lyrically, I feel like the song is just talking about the spiritual battle that we all face and how demons and Satan are trying to attack us, but we have to be firm in our faith. We have to stand strong in the Holy Spirit, preparing us for those battles. And then when the battle comes, we rise with heaven in our eyes, right? We set our eyes for the end goal, which is Christ and being in the presence of God. And as we fight that fight, our battle cry is "to hell with the devil." You know, like, just get him out of my face. The calling on God even to do that work, to just kind of get all sinful attack away from us and just let us focus on the fight that we have in front of us. Let us fight with our own flesh, you know, like we have enough to worry about there, our own sins and temptations and all that stuff. So Yeah, that's what I'm getting from the lyrics there. But anyways, I liked it. Great batch of songs today, guys. Great batch of songs. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I'm definitely following a little bit more of a podcast kind of structure with these videos lately, and I think that's how I'm going to keep it. I might even start throwing these videos on Spotify. Let me know in the comments down below if you feel like you would benefit from getting these audio, clips on Spotify, because I'm going to be doing some more Sanctify radio episodes, but I feel like since these are kind of going long anyways, and they're containing my commentary, they're containing songs, I want to do this for you guys, for the listeners, for people who are trying to look for new songs, or just have a good conversation about the songs. So let me know if you'd benefit from me throwing these on Spotify or podcast apps and stuff like that, or if I should just keep it to those interviews that I do. I'm going to try to do more of those, just trying to find a good way to structure all this stuff. But yeah, guys, thanks for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you did, then you can do me a huge favor and yourself a huge favor. You can leave this video a thumbs up. You can hit the subscribe button, and you can hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified when new videos arrive. Go ahead and leave a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite song of the bunch was. Nate Parrish's song really hit me. But I think that I'm going to go with the duo of Confessions of a Traitor and Convictions for this one. I feel like that's a topic that needs to be talked about a little bit more. And I love that they came together for that kind of a song. And they did it in a way that really seemed artistic, lyrically artistic as well. So that's definitely, that was definitely really cool to see. But at the same time, Nate Parrish's song hit me probably the most out of every song here. So I'm going to call it a tie. We'll call it a tie between those two. All right, guys, if you want to support this channel, I'm not doing a Patreon. I can't do it. I'm spread too thin. So no Patreon, none of that. I'm not doing merch for Sanctify Studios yet or anything like that. One of the best ways that you can support this channel is by supporting my band Classic Disaster. Just throw our songs in a playlist, listen to our songs, give us a chance. If you like it, great. If not, no worries. If you end up loving it, then you can go to our Linktree/Classic Disaster and check out our merch. See if you want to come to a show in the area. We've got a show in Arizona on May 11th and a couple more shows coming up at the end of May and in June in the area. We'll make sure to post those soon so that you guys get those. But yeah, one of the best ways to support this channel is by supporting my band Classic Disaster. So go check that out. And then one other opportunity is if you're a musician and you want to get your music out there, you can do so using DistroKid. Make sure you do your research first. I'm not telling you that DistroKid is the best one. I'm just telling you that's the one that I use and what Classic Disaster uses. And it's been a huge blessing because it's allowed us to get our music out there. We made our first $100 off of streaming, which is like, super cool. It's real. You can gain some revenue from music, and more importantly, you can just get your music out there and get a community of people listening and grow, in the family of releasing Christian rock and metal or contemporary or hip hop or whatever we just listened to there with King+Country, LECRAE, and Michael Sweet, become part of that family of musicians putting out music on Spotify and other streaming platforms. So if you want to do that with DistroKid, do your research, check it out. If you decide DistroKid is the one for you, then you can go to the link in the description and you'll get 7% off of a year of releasing as many songs and albums and EPs as you want for one price. If you're a solo artist, it's that first one. If you got two bands, maybe a band and a solo project, then you can do the second one. Or if you happen to have a whole bunch of bands, then you can do the third one. But 7% off any of those. Of course, there's add-on prices that if you decide you want to add on other stuff, it costs a little bit more. But if you want just the bare bones, then you don't have to pay anything else other than that. So it's a sweet gig. We've been using it and we've been benefiting from it. So check out the link below if you want to do that. That is all I got for you today. Have a beautiful rest of the day, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, guys.